Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dorian Show. First, I just want to apologize for having this episode come out late. I didn't really have any excuse except that I am lazy. Hope everybody out there had a good Valentine's Day. You know, I think Valentine's Day might just be one of my favorite holidays, because there's no lines at McDonald's. I drove to McDonald's on Valentine's Day. There was literally no cars in the drive-thru. I was the only one. I just drove up there, but for some reason, I wanted them to think I had a girlfriend. So I was like, "Excuse me, me and the babe would like to enjoy 60 nuggets," and they didn't care. They're just fucking miserable. They're like, "All right, whatever. That'll be $28 or something." I don't know how much anything is anymore. Dude, for some reason my shoulder, I think my what do they call these? My rotator cuff on my right arm is like messed up. Like I can't even lift my arm up. Ow, dude, and I have no idea what happened. I don't know how I heard it. I wasn't at the gym or anything like that. Like I just woke up one day and I don't even know if I heard it during the morning. Like I just noticed it hurting on Wednesday. But then I went back to the gym on Thursday because I like to put in the effort to work, guys. But I couldn't bench, which sucks because that's my favorite exercise and probably the only thing I ever do. But yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on. It just, dude, I think like you really appreciate being healthy when you're injured. Like, you know what I mean? Like not being able to raise my right hand is really terrible, and to think about having to live like this for the rest of my life is kind of scary. So I don't know what it is. I think it might just be inflamed from like how I'm eating. Like I haven't been going to the gym the last couple weeks, mainly because of like the rain, and I'm afraid my car will be acting up. Because the last time it rained, I drove out there and I was getting issues with my car. So I just stayed home. I haven't really worked out the past 2 weeks, on and off. I take like 4 days off in between, which I never do. So it's been a bad couple of weeks for me. My diet's been bad. I've just been mainlining carbs. So maybe that is the reason why I'm hurt. Like I don't know if this is all bro science, but your body gets inflamed when you eat too many carbs. So I don't know if that's me paying for it on the shoulder. But hopefully, the last time I had this, I think I got over it within like 4 days, like right when I was about to go to the doctors. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think I initially heard it when I was at the gym, though. Like I was bench pressing very heavy because I'm strong, and this lady was just like doing her workout like right next to me at the bench. So I was like, shoot, dude. And then like I like adjusted a little bit and it hurt my shoulders. I don't know. I hope it gets better so I could forget that I'm getting older and pretend that I'm still a young lad, but I'm not, because I'm close to 36 years old and not doing anything with my life. That I did recently trying to ask a girl out in person. Saw this babe working at Costco, and after the checkout line, I wasn't gonna ask her out. I was just like, oh, she's cute, and then I went to the self checkout and I was like checking out my stuff, and then she was like, hey, do you want me to scan some of these things? And I was like, would you want to be my girlfriend? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. So yeah, sure. So I was like, I pulled my card, I paid for everything, and then I was like, I should probably just ask her out. So I came back and I asked her. I was like, hey, excuse me, do you have a boyfriend? And then she said, no, but I'm a single mom. And I was like, oh God. But then she was like, yeah, I'm a single mom and I'm not looking to date right now. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank goodness, dude. Thank goodness. Because that would have been awkward, right? What if she was like, hey, I'm a single mom, and I'm like, never mind. That would have been crazy, dude. Anyway, I think I need to just the last couple of times I've been asking these ladies out, they were employees at a place, and I probably need to stop doing that. I don't know why. Like they are paid to be nice to you, I guess, because they were working there. But I think the main reason I do it is because like I like have time to game plan, right? If it was just some like random chick in the wild, then it was like they'll be gone before I have time to think. But like in a place like this, I'd be, oh, I could plan out my attack. Anyway, I don't know. That's what happened for my Valentine's Day. And I didn't ask her out during Valentine's Day. It was like a couple days after, which was fine. But yeah, let's get to stuff that everybody cares about here. Dude, uranium has been getting hammered lately, man. I've like Cameco, which I own not a lot of, like good amount of, literally dropped 20% from his all-time highs from the beginning of the year. So like in like less than 2 months, it lost 20% of its value. I'm still up, but like it is kind of worrisome, you know what I mean, when you lose so much money. And basically what I thought last time was right, like because the spot price of uranium went up, the spot uranium price goes up, and they're forced to buy it in the market, and it crushed their margin. Excuse me, I burped. It crushed their margins, crushed their earnings, and if the spot price keeps going up, then they're screwed, right? Because they don't make enough. They don't produce enough pounds of uranium for them to contract out. So every year they're gonna have to buy more material. I think 2024 they're expected to buy 2 million pounds of uranium from the spot market. So they could be screwed if the price of uranium go to like 150, 180, which a lot of people think it will go to. But currently it's not. It's dropped. It dropped down to $95 a pound, which is technically better for Cameco, but in the uranium market as a whole is actually not good at all. I did add some positions. I added two new positions of uranium companies, and they're both considered, I guess, penny stocks because they're both less than $1. So I mean, typically you would think like you would have a chance to like 100 times your money, but I think realistically for each of them, or at least for one of them, there's two stocks, right? There's Paladin, and then there's also a company called Deep Yellow. So the first one is Paladin. I think at best, they might have an opportunity to 10x its current price. I don't know what I got it in from, like probably like 70 cents a share or like 80 cents a share, I forget. But basically, they're supposed to be drilling pounds of uranium in March, so that's exciting. They already own a mine that has been proven to be able to generate pounds of uranium, so everything should go as planned. The only negative thing I see is that they might fall behind in schedule, and they actually won't be able to start mining for uranium until a later date, which will hurt them because they already contracted out 100% of they said their contracts are 100% complete, so they're done contracting pounds of uranium for 2024. So if they don't produce any of these pounds of uranium, they're going to have to go to the spot market, kind of like Cameco, and basically buy a bunch of uranium at high prices and to give to the clients. I don't think that's likely going to happen. You know, this is like a companies that been around for like, I don't know, 30 years. They have a mine that has generated uranium before. So it should be going to plan. You know, it would be crazy if it doesn't. I am a little worried. Because it's so cheap, the price fluctuates like so much. I think just today in itself, it was down. It was down like 7%. So that was a lot of money. They're expected to I think they're to produce 4 million pounds for 2024. And if they're able to produce these pounds, they did claim that their contracts are tied closer to the spot market, so they could potentially make a lot of money. And if they are able to show that let's say they're able to make like $90, if the spot market is $100, then the investors will pile in. Unfortunately, it's currently in it's a pink slip, so it's not traded in the Nasdaq or New York Stock Exchange, so it's hard to get in and out because the liquidity is low. So that's the first one. The second one I invested in is Deep Yellow, and this one might potentially have more than a 10x. I don't know how much they could grow, maybe like 20x maybe. And these guys haven't produced a single pound. And the only reason why people like them is because basically the first company I talked about, Paladin, back in the day when they were able to produce a lot of money, and the stock popped a lot for a while, and then it dropped after Hiroshima. They basically took that whole team that worked in Paladin 20 years ago during the boom market, and they started their own company called Deep Yellow. So the CEO the new CEO of Deep Yellow used to be the CEO of Paladin for like 20 years. So a lot of people are just banking on him to be able to, work his magic again. These fools aren't set to produce a single pound of uranium until 2026. So it's going to be hard. They have a bunch of land that they're testing uranium. I don't really understand it, and that's why I'm basically a gambler. But I think once they're able to get closer and closer to produce, which they should be able to show within the next couple months, that hey, we're ready to start mining these places, then these guys are basically ballers, right? Like this guy's the last time he ran Paladin, he was just like, I'm not gonna sell it, and I'm not gonna contract out these pounds, and he was just selling into the spot market at price. So if spot is at like $180, they're gonna be like, all right, we'll sell this. Our pounds are $180, which could make you a lot of money quick, but it also floods the market, so the spot price goes down. So I don't know how they're gonna juggle that. But same thing, Deep Yellow is a very, very cheap company in terms of the market value. The stock value I'm talking about. Market value too. The market cap is like $500 million, and the stock price is under $1. So I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. I bought $10,000 of each Paladin and Deep Yellow, so it might be worth $0 by next week, or I could be a millionaire by the end of 2024. Who knows? I'll either be dirt poor or I will be stinking rich. If you guys don't know, I think I talked about this before. I also own I don't own a lot of this compared to what I do in uranium, but I also own a Gladstone Land Corp. Basically, it's a REIT for farmland. I got suckered into it because I was like, oh shoot, dude, Bill Gates is buying all these farmland. Like, I want to buy farmland, but I can't afford it. So, in my Roth IRA, I bought a bunch of Gladstone Land Corporation. I only got like $2,000 in it, so whatever. But maybe it'll go up. And I'm committed to buying at least $1,000 every year, which is not a lot, but I want to be a landowner. I want to be a poor landowner. So basically, this company has been getting hammered, dude, since I bought it last year. And when I bought it last year, it was already down, but it continues to get just smashed, dude. A lot of people think they have a really bad management company, or the executive team is really bad. They don't know how to manage the farmlands. So I don't know, but there are a couple of good spots out here. So the farmland value, like all of the land they own, the market value of it is about 1.5 billion, and then I think they have $600 million in liabilities, but they're not all debt. Some of them are like stock options and shit. So I mean basically they're so that brings their value. If you take 1.5 and take away 600 million, so it's a little bit less than $1 billion market cap. I think the stock is currently worth like $500 million market cap total. So the value is at least 2 times, but I don't know. I think long term it's fine. I like the idea of owning land, and I don't have enough money in it to really make me feel terrible when I lose all the money. They're also starting to get into like the watering facility. Like they have this, I guess they have the ability to turn like above ground water, so rainwater. They have the technology to bring it underground. So taking rainwater and bring it back down to groundwater, and the government pays them for it, and they could bank all this water that they're going to need to use during a drought. So that's an interesting new thing that I didn't know about before. Their groundwater recharge facilities. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I own it, besides the fact that I like to own some land. That's the only reason why I'm in it. But besides that, I'm poor. What else I got here? Oh yeah, big Google news. Google Gemini, their AI version of ChatGPT, basically hates white people. I don't know if you guys seen this. So Google launched their AI language model, and for some reason the AI won't generate photos of white folks. So a lot of people on Twitter were posting like all these prompts. They'll be like, "Hey, can you show me can you generate me a photo of like a traditional Vikings?" And they'll have a picture of like an Asian lady in Viking armor, or like a black dude in Viking armor. And then there's just a lot of these, right? People are like, "Oh, show us the founding fathers of America," and it's just like black dudes dressed in colonial clothes. It's kind of weird, and I guess it's like real woke, because the guy that runs the whole Gemini, like the head of the guy that runs it. People found old tweets of him just like. He's like, "So do you guys ever like sometimes cry when you cry in tears of joy when you realize that you voted Biden and Kamala Harris into presidency?" I was like, ugh. Right? He just keeps talking about how much it sucks being white and shit in his past. And to fix all that, he decided that Google Gemini will not generate photos of white people. That's how he's fighting that, and it's crazy. And then Google is so embarrassed they had to pull Gemini again. Dude, they made so many mistakes on this whole AI thing. And am I worried that they're gonna lose a lot of money? No, actually, since this thing happened, I don't think their stock actually went up. I don't think it went down. Let me check. It just happened a couple days ago. Well, today it was down, but like barely 0.08%. And fine, whatever. I actually wanted to go down. I was hoping it would go down even worse so I can buy more. But I am worried. Okay. I am worried if they keep messing up that they basically will lose market share. Basically right now people just use ChatGPT, and then people will use like these little smaller ones to do specific tasks. But I think Google has like one of the better opportunities to get like mass adoption, but they can't screw it up, dude. Like they need to worry about telling the truth and not worried about like how something might seem offensive or stereotypical. But I get it. They're worried about, if like if they made their image generator made something racist or something, they'll lose not investors, they'll lose ad money from Bob Iger. So I get it, dude. But you also have to make a good product. People just won't use your shit if you won't like give them correct answers to stuff they want. And here's what I gotta say: like, I put in a lot of money in Google. I invested more money in Google than every single uranium company combined. Like, that's how much money I put into Google. And I just want to say, if I lose all my money in Google, that's racist. If I lose money in Google, that's racist. So think about that, Google. All right. I don't care about your image generator or whatnot. Just don't let me lose money. Por favor. What else I have here? This is kind of funny news. So did the costume characters at Disneyland want to unionize, which I don't think it's a good time to starting a union, especially right now. Like, every single company literally is laying off people, you know, like even tech companies that are making a ton of money, like Google, Apple, Facebook, they're all laying off people. Disney's laying off people, and Disney's not even making money, dude. They're just losing. I mean, the amusement parks at Disneyland are making money, but like overall, Disney is like getting killed, dude. They're just burning through money in streaming, and now the little characters want to unionize. I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but good for them if they can. What I suspect, if they are able to form a union, a lot of people will just get fired, which is what tends to happen, right? When a union gets like huge concessions for their members, they just end up getting other people fired. I think the auto whatever union did that. The writers union kind of happened in Hollywood. Like, they got like a little bit of an increase, and then a lot of people just never got called back to work, which kind of sucks, you know. But I just want to, but I could just imagine like Mickey Mouse walking into Bob Iger's office. You're like, I just want my fair share. Ho ho. Wow, give me my money. Come here, Goofy. Ho ho. Oh, dude, I used to be able to do that impression so well, and now I suck and I can't. I don't know. Disney kind of sucks. Anyway, that's all I got today. What do we talk about today? My shoulder hurts, me getting rejected by a single mom. Thank God. Volatile market in uranium, dude. But I still believe in uranium, dude. I'm gonna buy more Cameco if it goes under $40. At its height, it was like $50-something. So under 40, I'm gonna buy some more. And I'm willing to even buy more shares in Paladin and Deep Yellow. By the time you guys hear this, it'll probably be Sunday morning, and then Paladin's gonna have their earnings report on Tuesday, so that'll be fun. You know, we'll get to find out if they're closer to drilling. They said they're gonna be drilling in March, so I hope they're gonna be like, yeah, we're on target. Even if they're not, I hope they will lie, so I won't lose a ton of money, or just tell them, or make it sound really bad, and then I could buy it for like a penny. And maybe I could be a billionaire and hire someone to edit all this and have better content. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give it a like, subscribe to me. And I'll see you guys next time. I got to take a dump. Peace.